Here's Check on Stores. We're following for you on Robin Hood Radio. We have information from the Torrington Area Health District on COVID-19 vaccinations at local Walgreens. Participating local Walgreens stores that are offering vaccines to individuals now 75 years of age or older. 76 Main Street in Canaan, 28 East Elm Street in Torrington, and 331 West Street in Litchfield. Those are Walgreens now offering vaccines for COVID-19 to individuals 75 years of age or older. Through a partnership with the state of Connecticut, Kent is continuing their host site for COVID-19 testing that is free. It's every Monday. That includes today. It runs from 3 till 7 p.m. at the Kent Transfer Station on Maple Street in Kent. In a story in this week's Republican American, town meeting in Kent had wrapped up in just 18 minutes with 7 votes. No discussion and unanimous votes on all 7 items during the town's first virtual annual meeting on Thursday allowed the town business to be conducted in about 18 minutes. The meeting had 46 participants and had motions read by a variety of townspeople. No questions on the proposal to spend up to $55,000 to hire an agency to provide EMS staffing for Kent Volunteer Fire Department's emergency medical calls. The town will reimburse Kent Volunteer Fire Department for the monthly bills to cover shifts not filled by volunteers. Townspeople at this meeting also approved $140,000 to be transferred into the capital fund to pay for improvements at Kent Center School, including changes to the entryway and offices. Substantial amendments on 2 different ordinances for sewer and solid waste recycling also were approved. The town report and audit were also accepted, and the Board of Selectmen and Treasurer were authorized to borrow funds. It appears signing up to receive the vaccine for COVID-19 in Connecticut is not as easy as it sounds. After the Republican American newspaper published 3 websites where those eligible could sign up, seniors clicked on the Waterbury Hospital website, which confirmed that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Vaccination Administration management system requires individuals to register for the vaccine with a single email, but they were still unable to book an appointment. Senior citizens statewide have found the state's process for getting a vaccine appointment challenging and frustrating. Many are not able or capable online, and the phone line has so far been swamped with demand, a problem that state officials confirmed in an email sent to local health workers on Friday. In New York, the COVID vaccine supply transitions are week to week, according to the governor. The first 5 weeks of COVID-19 vaccine supply in New York was poised to run out on Friday, making the transition to reliance on new deliveries of doses that are expected to remain far below demand during the coming months. The governor said in his announcement that he warned that many vaccination sites statewide would soon exhaust their supply of COVID vaccines developed by the Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna. By Friday afternoon, Cuomo said the first 5 weeks of supply was on track to be entirely depleted by Friday's end. In New York, they're going to allow high school and youth sports if locals agree. Governor Cuomo's administration will allow basketball, football, and other higher-risk sports competitions to proceed beginning February 1st, so long as county health departments sign off on it. The state issued updated COVID reopening guidelines Friday for sports and recreational activities, clearing the way for all high school and recreational sport leagues to begin as soon as next month. But the new rules come with significant caveats. The local health department will first have to approve competitive play within its jurisdiction for sports deemed higher risk by the state, including basketball, football, competitive cheer, ice hockey, and men's lacrosse. The state will require county health departments to consider 3 things when making the determination: the local COVID-19 rates, local ability to monitor compliance with rules, and whether the UK strain of coronavirus is present within that area. As of Friday, Governor Lamont said Connecticut's positivity rate was 4.93%. There were 237,815 COVID-19 cases reported since the beginning of the pandemic in Connecticut. That was up over 2,000 since Thursday. Out of 40,958 tests administered, 2,019 came back positive. Connecticut has seen an increase in complaints about businesses charging extra fees for using a credit card, according to the Department of Consumer Protection. A business may offer a discount if a customer chooses to use one type of payment, such as cash, over another, such as a credit card. Receiving a discount for paying in cash is allowed. However, charging a surcharge or convenience fee for using a credit card is prohibited by state law. NYSEG has been socked with a $1.5 million fine for poor response to the tropical storm that happened in August. That $1.5 million fine, the largest possible amount allowed, settles complaints that it had failed to adequately communicate with customers during the tropical storm in August. Meanwhile, cases against Con Edison, which had far greater problems in its response to the storm, are still pending. They could face higher penalties. Remember that Dalton man who set fire to the bales of hay with the Biden-Harris signs? He was ordered back into custody after an alcohol lapse. Due to a documented lapse with alcohol, the man accused in that Dalton blaze was ordered held in custody for up to 90 days while awaiting trial on charges he torched the massive homemade Biden-Harris endorsement last fall. And remanding Lonnie Durfee back to pretrial custody for violating pretrial release terms, the judge ruled that no conditions of release exist to ensure the safety of the public from Durfee, given what he described as his history of violent behavior while intoxicated. The American Mural Project in Winsted has received a $21,500 contribution from Northwest Community Bank, a $4,900 donation from Webster Bank, and a $3,400 gift from Connecticut. Those donations were made using the Connecticut Neighborhood Assistance Act tax credit program designed to provide funding for municipal and tax-exempt organizations by allowing a corporation business tax credit for businesses that make cash contributions to that organization. So meetings coming up today in our region. In Sharon, Historic District Commission meets at 6 p.m. In Salisbury at 5:30, the Salisbury Board of Education have a meeting. In Cornwall at 7 p.m., Zoning Board of Appeals has their meeting. In Kent, Inland Wetlands Commission has their meeting at 7 p.m., and the Park and Recreation Commission meets tonight at 7 p.m. The second Great Barrington Select Board meeting is set for tonight at Town Hall at 334 Main Street. Due to the ongoing pandemic, you can follow the session online. More details at the town website. Coming up tomorrow, the Region 1 Board of Education has a budget subcommittee from 3 till 5 p.m. And then tomorrow, the Board of Education has a special meeting from 6 until 7 p.m. Sheffield has their next municipal meeting coming up on Wednesday. That will be the Planning Board at 7 p.m. Drive-through COVID testing at the North Canaan Town Hall on 100 P Street is happening on January 28th from 1 till 4. No charge, no appointment needed. On Thursday, the Canaan Falls Village Planning and Zoning have their meeting via Zoom at 7 p.m. DM Hunt Library has a special Zoom event, Part 2, Learning to Listen Classical Music with Warren Whitaker. That happens this Saturday at 4 p.m. Register at huntlibrary.org or on the library's Facebook page. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgan's at the Interlaken, interlakenin.com, and by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com. Dow Jones Industrial Average starts off the day 30,996.98. The NASDAQ, 13,543.06, and the S&P 500 at 3,841.47. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.